Hello sports fans and welcome back to another edition of the Nation Sports Desk, your weekly update of all the biggest sporting headlines.
New York Islanders almost swept the men's and women's divisions at the recently concluded 38th edition of the Barbados Hockey Festival, but they had to settle for silver in the men's final after dominating the women's final at the National Hockey Centre in Wilby. The Islanders swept aside Big Apple 4-0 in the women's final. The Islanders men were beaten 3-2 on penalties by the visiting Guyana Cricket Club, GCC, after a 2-2 draw at full time. Century Insurance Brokers Rockets claimed the mixed title with a 2-0 win over visiting side Hikers, and a lone penalty corner by Chris Holder was enough to give the UE Blackbirds a 1-0 victory over All Stars in the Masters final in their first year in the division. In athletics, Shade Williams grabbed a bronze medal in the women's 400-meter final at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest. She finished third in 49.6 seconds, narrowly trailing behind Poland's Natalia Kaczmarek, who was second in 49.57 seconds. Marilady Paulinho of the Dominican Republic won with 48.76 seconds. During the semi-finals, Williams broke the national record, finishing with 49.58, which is also her new personal best. This is her second time on the world's podium after she placed third at the 2022 World Athletics Championships in Eugene, Oregon. Barbados was also represented at the World Championships by two other 400-meter runners, Deshaun Boyce and Jonathan Jones. Boyce unfortunately did not finish Heat 5 of the opening round, while Jones was 7th in Heat 3 in 46.03 seconds. In football, they have done it all. Weymouth Wales became double crown winners on Sunday night with the capture of the BFA's Champions Cup, courtesy of a 1-0 win over arch rivals Ellerton. Shaquille Razu Boyce in the 75th minute, he scored a penalty, and that was enough to settle the largely uneventful game, and unfortunately the third time was not the charm for the St. George boys. Of course, the women's team also won the double for Wales, and they are slowly becoming a dynasty in Carrington Village. Our young lady Tridents were recently in action as well at the CFU Under-14 Challenge we played in the group phase. We had a 2-0 victory over Bonaire, a 1-1 draw with Antigua and Barbuda, 2-1 defeat to Bermuda, and a replay against Antigua and Barbuda, which ended 5-0 to the hosts. Our Under-17 girls went to their CONCACAF Women's Under-17 Championship qualifying campaign in the Dominican Republic, and they opened with a 6-0 defeat to Cuba and ended with a 12-0 loss to Haiti. And Barbadian Formula 2 racer Zane Maloney prevailed over a wet and soggy circuit Zandvoort in the Netherlands to finish in second place in the feature race as the season's 11th round of racing concluded. Starting fourth on the grid, the Rodin Carlin driver collected his fourth podium finish of the season and got 18 points. The sprint on Saturday was prematurely ended because of torrential rain. Maloney is now 9th on the driver's standings with 96 points. And now the campaign moves on to Italy's Monza circuit for the 12th and penultimate round this weekend.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here on Nation Sports Desk. Be sure to subscribe to us on social media, subscribe to our e-paper, or even get your physical newspaper from various vendors across Barbados. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.